I'm not going to lie and pretend as though this is not the second time I have started this video, because it is. I think I'm sideways now. I hope that's better. Hello there, welcome back my lovelies. How are you doing today? Wonderful, amazing, enlightened, thoughtful, whatever you said. I am so glad, so long as it was a positive. If it was a negative, dude, I'm filming this on a Wednesday, don't worry. Me too, buddy, okay? We got chocolate as our post-work snack because it was a Wednesday. And like, I'm tired. We were so busy too for a Wednesday, and we had like 6 servers and it was a whole thing. So I'm feeling like just coming on here and doing something chill, something that is a vibe. And what is more of a vibe than some nice, lighthearted, reactionary content? I, for one, love this kind of content. Yeah, that's just kind of it. I love watching this content, so I wanted to make some. Huge shout out to Shauna, I believe it's Ripari is how you pronounce her last name. But she does amazing reaction content. I'm just gonna scooch over real quick. She does amazing reaction content. Sorry, I'm a little bit tongue-tied. And it's like a not huge inspiration, but definitely an inspiration. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I did find some things on the good old interweb, the Instagram, if you will. I'm not the most like technically savvy person ever. Dude, I've been having like so many issues with this file. It's not loading. It would not back up to my computer. It was a whole thing because I downloaded it onto my phone first by filming my phone. So I need my phone to film this. I think I might be like overworking my computer just like slightly, because like every single ounce of work that I do on my computer, it just starts to like die a little bit inside. Okay, we are going to hope my computer has figured out what is wrong with itself. So the first thing I want to point out is just the sheer number of storage containers that are in this clip. Like, it is outlandish. It is so much. You do not need an individual container for every single type of blush. You do not even need like every single shade in a line. Believe it or not, in my humble opinion, you need like 4 blushes max, but we'll get into that like right now, because you can see I think these are either powders or blushes, the first ones that she was putting in. That is so much more than you need. If those are powders, why do you need 3 of the exact same shade of powder? Because the thing is, with a lot of these brands, they put like the color on the outside packaging. So I don't know if Rare does that. I don't think actually Rare does do that, but either way, that is so much more blush than you will ever need. And going on to these ColourPop blushes, again, so much more than you will ever need. I mean, it even looks like, I'm looking at it right now, and these top 2, the 2 in the very back, the kind of like ready ones, in the shade, they look like the same color, meaning they probably look very similar on the face. And now these Dior blushes, it's just more blush. You don't need that many blushes. I get that these are a bunch of all like very cute, very trendy colors and like brands, but you don't need that many blushes. Not to mention that top Dior blush and the shade next to it, they look very similar. Now, I don't know about formulas and everything, but chances are if you own 10 blushes, you own most shades of blush. There might be slight differences, but that doesn't really matter. And this is just even the pieces of this content that don't really irk me. Okay, so now we have more blushes with, you know, the like the Charlotte Tilbury. We got some lip balms going on, some lip glosses. These are, looks like the Jisoo. I don't know how to pronounce that. And then I want to say it's I think it's Lancome or something. This number of mascaras though is absolutely ridiculous. And we have more blushes. this is what I want to talk to you guys about. It is 3 different shades of the Dior foundation. And I know you might be thinking, okay, well maybe one shade is, you know, to lighten, one shade is to darken, or maybe she self-tans, or yada, yada, yada. These are vastly different shades. Like, this is the lightest, and then hopefully not the darkest, because that's a very pathetic darkest shade if that is the darkest, but it's a rather dark shade. For context, she looks self-tanned. So I would say probably the middle one is maybe her shade. But I don't think that lightest one is her shade. That's not even my shade, I don't think. Actually, no, that might be my shade. I'm very pale. I'm generally the palest shade. And then that dark one, certainly not her shade. Same thing with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. You don't need all 3 shades of these. I think these are product placements, and obviously this whole thing is just an advertisement. She will earn commission off of everything that you order. It's just to show the shade range, and she went with that darkest Dior foundation because she probably knew she would get a lot of pushback, I guess, maybe, if she went with the actual darkest shade, which would be outlandishly dark for her, hopefully. But you don't need 3 shades. They're vastly different of foundation. Honestly, maybe you need like 2. I could see where if you self-tan or you change skin tone a lot throughout the year, you can need 2. I, for one, am pale all year round because I don't really like it outside. So I stay inside and I take vitamin D instead of getting it through the sunshine. The One Face palette, I don't have anything against. Then we have all of these lip balms. It's a lot of lip balms. And something you will notice is that a lot of the shades are very similar. Same thing when we get into these glosses. A lot of those shades, similar. Very, very similar. Here's the thing. I get it. I know they're cute. I know they're oftentimes more affordable, so you feel like you can buy more. And you need one clear one and like 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 other shades. And do I have more? Because I am a recovering, like, not shopaholic, but victim of the 2016 beauty scene. Well, it was actually like 2019 beauty scene. Yes. When I was young, I did not have good spending, like, ideas. It's funny because now I am an adult. I work, well, not an adult, I'm 17, but I'm graduated and I work what is the restaurant equivalent of full-time. I work 5 days a week, probably like anywhere from like, I don't know, 5 to 7 hours a shift. But I can assure you, in my wise actually has money days, you don't need that many shades of lip balm. Same thing with, well, actually, I honestly cannot tell if I think that is 3 different shades, even though she put 9 lipsticks in there. I want to say these YSL ones. I think, is that YSL? No. I think it's Yves Saint Laurent. Wait, yeah, that's YSL, the same thing. I want to say that's just 3 different shades in like a 3-pack, which you certainly don't need. When was the last time you went through a specific shade of lip balm or lipstick? Probably a while, if I'm right, or maybe you're on the right side of the internet and you know the pan community and it's actually been like 2 or 3 months. Kopari lip glosses, they're basic shades. Again, you need like 1 shade per formula. I'm 95% positive that was more blushes. They were just creams. We got, I think, more glosses back there. Oh, and even more blushes. Okay, that was highlighters. We have the Givenchy, I think that's a Prism Libre powder. Got 2 of them. You certainly don't need 2. Actually, that might be 3. You definitely don't need 3. We have Chanel, we have Gucci. These are expensive things. You can get the exact same product for cheaper. We have a Dior eyeshadow palette and a couple just Dior blush palettes of bronzer, highlighter. You don't need all of that. Okay, this one. This one I hate. I might actually hate this. You can see, look at all of those sponges. What is that? What is that? Oh my God. You don't need this many sponges. You need like 2 sponges at a time, max. Maybe one for like blush, bronzer, highlighter, like cream face products, and then one for like your concealer and your foundation. That's if you don't want to mix products. Honestly, you can just, I know it's like a weird concept, you can wash sponges. You don't need that many sponges, and all of those are dirty. So I gotta move on from this one because it's just making me even angrier. But I can assure you, you don't need that. And you certainly, I mean, that has to be like 200 sponges. You don't, no, you don't need that many sponges. You need 1 or 2 max. And you can wash it and replace it once it gets like really, really gross. Obviously, yes, please wash it. I personally, I think I've had my foundation sponge for like 2 years. I should probably replace it, but I don't wear foundation every single day. And I actually really love to just use my hands as my tool. I find it helps to melt stuff in super easily, and it looks nice. It looks better in my opinion. This one it's kind of funny because it is so true. It says all this money on makeup, and you can see it was a lot of makeup, so much makeup, and at the very end it just goes for the same look. And I think that's hilarious. I will not lie, because I yeah. Yeah, no. And this exactly proves my point, is that you don't need all of this makeup. Honestly, get like 4 eyeshadow palettes in this day and age, and you can create the exact same look, just time after time after time. You can create so many looks. That's honestly, that's why I don't like the idea of singles, like single potted shades, because it's like you spend $9 on the low end for one shade where you can get like $20 for a good eyeshadow palette. So many looks, so many opportunities. It's a financially better decision in my opinion. The thing is, she doesn't even look like she's wearing eyeshadow. And in this, she's not showing any eyeshadow. That's just the example I chose to use. But funnily enough, this actually perfectly shows why you don't need all of those blushes, all of those highlighters, all of those bronzers, because honest to God, I never notice it on other people. I will notice if they're wearing a very pretty highlighter. I have a coworker, and basically I one time described her by saying she wears like that golden highlighter, and I wish I could pull it off, but I know that I certainly can't, and someone knew exactly what I was talking about. You don't need all of the products because you're going to end up gravitating towards the same 5. You are. I mean, I love this look, and I ended up abandoning Pan That palette because I just want to wear this look every day, all day. It's yellow with a cream in like a cream champagne shimmer. I love this look. Same thing with this blush. I've been wearing this blush consistently every day last 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks, 2 months. Same with the highlighter. You are just going to find those products that you love, and you're not really gonna move on. You're not gonna try new things like you think you are. And anyone who has a large collection will tell you they have like their favorite 10 palettes that they rotate between. Maybe even their favorite 5. So I beg of you, please stop letting these influencers convince you that you need more products than you actually need. That's what I'm here for you. I'm here to tell you, you don't need that. And does it make me bad to work with brands? Yes. Am I possibly losing on a bunch of money? Yes, but I don't care because I have another job that I'm very happy with. And my manager actually was like, I hope you're happy here because you're a very valued member of our team. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. It felt good. Okay, and this next one is an Organize My Makeup With Me. Okay, first things first. This, like, container thing that she is building right now, you don't need one of those. It's just more things for you to clean, to dust, organize. it's going to actually end up adding more stress into your life and it's going to take up so much space. I don't, how much space are you people having for your makeup? Because I don't know how you store it all. Like, let's not even go into the fact that all of these shades are looking so similar, like appallingly similar. Let's talk about storage for a minute. How are you guys storing all of this makeup? It just sounds exhausting, and then you have to clean it. My job is to clean. Like, I'm a host, but my job is to clean. I go in early every day just to clean, and then I get home and I have to clean my own house. I cannot imagine adding any more than I already have onto this. And yes, I live in a very large house because my family, when we moved in here 15 years ago, was giant. There were 8 of us. We needed a fairly big house. So maybe some of these people are living in apartments and they're spending less energy cleaning. Maybe they don't have a dog who I swear she's always blowing a coat. But how are you guys cleaning all of this makeup? It just sounds draining. It sounds exhausting. I'm getting exhausted just thinking about it. And I don't even have to clean it. But yeah, let's get into all these shades because lipsticks especially, I feel like so many people are like, oh yeah, I have like 50 lipsticks. Why? I think it's because we look at our lipstick collections and, maybe we have 5 lipsticks. It's so much smaller in comparison to 5 blushes. 5 lipsticks is not the same space-wise as 5 blushes, 5 highlighters, 5 foundations, 5 eyeshadows. It's definitely not. So we think, oh, it's smaller, I can have more. When in reality, you don't use a lot. It expires fairly quickly. And also, look at this, okay? We're gonna let this video play a bit more. You can see how many of these shades are just so similar or they are the same. It doesn't make sense to own 50 like lipsticks. It doesn't, because at the end of the day, you're getting shades with a minute difference, okay? My sister works in a nail salon and they have so many nail polishes and nail like acrylic and like so many just colors that you can choose from. But even so many of her like lines, I guess you could call them, like collections, they don't have shades with this minuscule of a difference. And this is nail polish, something where like maybe it actually would matter. But the thing is that lipstick, like makeup companies, they know they can do a slightly different shade and you will buy it twice. Or you will, like, you're basically buying the same shade twice. At the end of the day, it's gonna look the same on your lips, okay? So I beg you, don't buy 50 lipsticks, because again, there's not that many different shades. There's just not. I mean, think about how many red lipsticks like some of these beauty influencers own. Some of them own like 20 red lipsticks. There are not enough differences. Like yes, there's a vibrant red and a darker red. Okay, that's a different thing. But in between those, there are so many of these shades where it's like one smidgen, one smidgen, one smidgen. Okay, take those 20 lipsticks that you own and pare it down to 4. Because I promise you, if you're good at makeup, you can mix your makeup to get what you want. And that's something we are no longer teaching in the beauty space, is how to mix your makeup to get what you want. I personally have had lipsticks where it's like, I don't like this, I don't like this, but if I mix them together, I really like it. Now, have I gotten rid of those lipsticks because the formula was disgusting and trash and just not good? I think so. Yeah, I want to say I have. Well, actually, there are a couple more that I need to get rid of because, man, those formulas. I don't know. I think I have lipsticks from like years ago that I need to get rid of. I need to just bite the bullet, say, okay, young me spent like $10 on this lipstick. Who cares? Honestly, I don't even think it was $10. It was an Essence lipstick. I got them on clearance. I think they were like $3 each. So it's like $10 total. I just need to throw them out because I hate how they look on me. Honestly, I should probably just do that right now. Okay. You guys, this is what recovery looks like. If you don't know, I have issues throwing things out. This is what recovery looks like. I hate these lipsticks. This is actually like stressing me out to do, but we're dropping them in the trash because I hate them. I really do. And I keep saying, oh, I'll use them up, I'll use them up. I never will. I hate them. So this is what recovery looks like, okay? And that's the thing. Half of those lipsticks that you're beauty, and 90%, 95%, they're not gonna end up getting used. They will be used 2, 3, maybe even 10 times, but they'll be put back on one of these pretty little organizers that take up so much space on your vanity and are a pain in the ass to clean. These are lip scrubs or blushes. I don't even know. I think it's, yeah, they're lip like glosses. It's so much. It is so much. Like, I get that these people get these things sent to them, but what if they didn't? And that's the thing. You are comparing yourself to people who get makeup and all these products sent to them. Okay, so those are the 4 that I had to show you. All that work for 4 little tiny things. I gotta figure out how to edit this. I've never actually done a reaction, so I don't know how to like edit and like splice stuff in, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. But the whole point of this is please, please, please don't compare yourself to the beauty influencers that you see on the internet. Because at the end of the day, if they have 50 lipsticks, maybe you will be happy with 5 because you will probably actually only use those 5. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think there is such a sense of beauty in people knowing what they like and knowing what they don't like and just using what they like and not trying new things. I think we have stigmatized routine so much, but humans like routine. My dad is a LCSW, licensed clinical social worker. He has a master's in psychology, and he was telling me routine is such an important thing in our life. Yes, there can be times when you need to go outside of routine to break out of like the rut if that is causing you like depression. But a lot of times routine and stability can actually help decrease stress. It'll help decrease depression. Like as an autistic person, I think there is so much beauty in routine. Let's not even, I mentioned this in one of my romance novels. And this girl is just watching her boyfriend get ready, and like her internal dialogue is basically this, and it's the beauty of watching someone do something that they have done a million times over and just seeing the peace and contentness and just the level of fluidity that is in routine. I think it is a beautiful thing. I think it is a thing that we take for granted so much. And I think we are constantly comparing ourselves to these people who they're constantly trying the new, and we want to try that. And I don't know why, because at the end of the day, you'll go back to what you like. Because what you like is what you like, and what you don't like is what you don't like. And I don't see the point of constantly trying new things. And maybe it's because I've tried new things and I've been burned by them. And now I'm stuck with the e.l.f. Jelly Pop. In other news, okay, I feel like I hate on e.l.f. just specifically for that so much. So this is the concealer I've been using for like the past 2 years. It is the e.l.f. Camo Conceal. I love this. I think this is like my 4th thing, probably 4th or 5th. Love this to death. I feel like I have to hype e.l.f. up now. And then I have my e.l.f. Foundation. This is the Camo Powder Foundation. I also love this. I love so many of their other primers. It's just not that one. So if you're looking for recommendations, if you are almost out of a product, those are my recommendations. Or hey, stick with what you know, because this whole thing has been about the beauty of routines. So I think I'm going to let you go because it is late in the day. For me, I'm very, very tired, and I still have so much work that is either unrecognized labor, such as household chores, or I have writing, I have to edit this. I still have a lot to do today, and it is 5:09, and I'm tired. I want to take a nap, but I can't take a nap. So I will catch you in the next one. Let me know what you're going to be doing down below, and bye.